In the Central Nigeria Annual Conference, there is news that men came into the conference near the end, with knives intent on stabbing followers of Bishop John Wesley Yohana, a conservative bishop in Africa. Or maybe that didn't happen at all, according to Reverend Andy Emmanuel. Right now, there appears to be quite a bit of confusion and discrepancy, but I will try to explain what the current state of affairs seems to be on the ground. The allegations are serious and deadly. Quote, hired thugs, unquote, came in and disrupted the end of the annual conference meeting just before a formal adjournment. Delegate Harry Kawana reported the results of the Central Nigeria Conference. 1. The conference is leaving the United Methodist Church by unanimous vote. 2. A special called session will be approved by the cabinet and bishop to conduct elections. And 3. Bishop John Wesley Yohana is to inform the government of Nigeria of the removal of the incompatibility clause from the Book of Discipline and of their resolution to leave the denomination. It was shortly after that Kanawa was allegedly attacked with a knife by this man, according to Kanawa's own Facebook post. The man was apprehended by security, and Kanawa is fine. But the real shock comes from Kanawa's next post, which names the attacker's benefactor as Reverend Andy Emmanuel, a rather serious claim. Reverend Emmanuel is an African United Methodist elder who is a major leader of the Africa Voice for Unity, a United Methodist caucus of Africans who advocate staying with the denomination, despite the changes to the Book of Discipline that allow for homosexual clergy and marriage. Reverend Emmanuel responded, and according to his own Facebook page, quote, "This is to inform the general public that the information being circulated on social media by members of the separatists group, aka GMC in Nigeria, alleging that members of the United Methodist Church was caught with a knife at the postponed special call session at UMCN McBride, is false and misleading, as no United Methodist was with a knife," unquote. Reverend Emmanuel also states in a different post that, quote, "The claim by Bishop Yohana that the special session was held successfully is false and misleading," unquote. Unsurprisingly to me, nearly 5 days later, the official United Methodist news agency has released no information one way or another. It was 9 full days after the Ivory Coast voted to leave that the news agency finally posted a full article discussing the exit of the entire Ivory Coast conference. A video link to that story is at the end of this video. According to the Council of Bishops website, all bishops serve as shepherds of the entire church. With bishops such as Karen Olivetto and Cedric Bridgeforth, both open and practicing homosexual bishops in good standing, being bishops with authority to shepherd over African affairs, Reverend Andy Emmanuel's claims have been widely criticized as misleading. Specifically, quote, "Conclusively, the worldwide United Methodist Church has not endorsed homosexuality as falsely claimed by Bishop Yohana," unquote. Bishop Yohana and Reverend Emmanuel are obviously not in good standing with one another. Yohana is currently the bishop over Northern Nigeria, Central Nigeria, and Southern Nigeria annual conferences in the West Africa Central Conference. But Yohana is also a traditionalist leader who has already stated his intentions publicly to move to the new Global Methodist Church. Subscribe, because if there is an official update, I will post about it. Until then, please be in prayer because these are serious allegations. Cheers.